Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ATS. Happy birthday, American Truck Simulator. February 2 is its official birthday, but we are here just a day late, and I wanted to celebrate with you guys. And have some news, have some updates, so I wanted to share with everybody. Anyway, so starting off, we are driving a tractor from LA to Fresno. I'll explain why we're driving a tractor, why we're coming from LA, why we are playing ATS at all today. Let's begin. But first and foremost, cover your ears because this will get a bit painful. Air starter for the win. You've been warned. Not as bad. Not as bad when inside the cab. When you're outside, it's a completely different picture. Anyway, alright, let's go. Not a very long trip. Let's take care here though. So why am I driving a tractor? Why am I playing ATS? Why am I starting from LA? Let's start with ATS. As I just mentioned, ATS had its birthday, and thank you SCS for reminding me. So I just saw it in their tweet. And I actually forgot about it. So happy birthday ATS. And thank you for the reminder. It's a very memorable date for me. And I'll tell a bit of the story there. I've told this a couple of times already, but we have some new guys in the channel. So if you've heard this story before, please pardon the repetition, okay? But this is a very memorable date for me because this started my virtual trucking journey. This is where I started trucking when ATS got released. Actually, I have a new, not really new toy, but new feature that I just enabled in my phone. Hey Google, when did American Truck Simulator get released?
American Truck Simulator's initial release date is the 2nd of February 2016.
There we go. So Feb 2, 2016 is when ATS got released. So it is 4 years old today. 4 years old in one day as I'm recording this. And yes, that is the Google Assistant, if you guys heard any of the lady's voice as she was telling me about it. So Feb 2, 2016. And I just figured it would be super useful to have the Google Assistant. You have to give her a name. Maybe she has a name already. It would be very handy to have her as I'm driving here, so I don't need to type in anything. I can just use my voice, ask her when we get to an area which I'm not familiar with. Then she can voice it out and maybe you can hear it. I'm not so sure if it's audible on your end. Maybe it's too weak because my phone is a bit far from the mic. But I'll tell you all about it in any case, whatever she answers. But yeah, this will give us a few more tools so that we are more up-to-date and more knowledgeable on where we're driving. Let's test this out. Hey Google, tell me something about Los Angeles.
But first you'll need to unlock your phone.
Oh, never mind. Okay, that doesn't work sometimes. Need to have the phone unlocked for some features. But maybe it will work if I leave it unlocked. It's still a work in progress, so we'll see, okay? It's a new toy though, and I'm liking it so far. But anyway, so that's the reason why we're playing ATS. I wanted to give ATS a shout out because this started my trucking journey. I previously had no interest whatsoever in trucking. Trucking is not a very famous industry in the Philippines, where I'm originally from, because trucks there are not very pretty, they're not very fashionable, they're not very cool looking, yeah, and so it's not common. When you say you like trucks, people will look at you weird. Yeah, they're not as cool looking as they are in Europe and in the US. You don't like pimp them out and dress them up and configure them like you would any of the sports cars. So it's a different ball game altogether. So I didn't have any interest in trucks, but Keralis, a favorite YouTuber, he was into trucks and he was playing ATS2. I think during the time before the release of ATS, they flew in two guys. SCS, the developers, flew in two guys. I think it was Squirrel and Keralis, and they flew them into Czech Republic, maybe to the headquarters, and they made them play there, and they gave them keys for giveaway. So I was not interested still, but I mean, Keralis made the giveaway, had the giveaway, and I just joined because why not? It's free. So I went ahead and joined the giveaway, and I won. I won a copy. And during that time, I think I was playing, I'm not sure, Ark Survival Evolved maybe. I had a YouTube channel already, although it's not yet refined. I was trying things out and I was enjoying my YouTubing journey. Oh, look at this guy cutting. And I was not really that excited about it. I mean, trucks. But it's free, so why not? So I tried it, and the instant I started it, starting with even keyboard and mouse, I was hooked. Because I was so interested in the mechanics of how to drive a trailer, the relaxing aspect of driving on roads that I'm not so familiar with, being able to get the chance to discover areas outside my country where I normally don't get access to, and things like that. So I really enjoyed it, and from there the rest is history. Started doing more videos, trucking, upgrading to an Xbox 360 controller, eventually buying a wheel, eventually buying a Track IR, eventually venturing forth into ETS2, because at that time I was able to discover ATS roads by 99.9%, and I wanted to drive more and I wanted to explore more. So I bought ETS2 as well, and all that stuff, and now I do mostly trucking videos in the channel. It's a heavily trucking oriented channel. So yeah, it's amazing. And that's why this date is very memorable for me, and that's why I should remember it more. But I mean, having goldfish memory may be not the best thing, huh? But yes, so ATS release date is also the start of my trucking journey, virtual trucking journey. So happy birthday to everybody. And if you're feeling like it, you can look for the first ever trucking episode, trucking video in the channel. That is the ATS Season 1 Episode 1. It has a very dramatic first few seconds. You might want to hold on to your seats. But if you can find it, let me know and maybe comment there. And I will see if you comment there. It will notify me whenever you comment on any of my videos. So comment there if you're watching this in 2020. And then maybe say something like happy 4th birthday ATS, something like that, if you manage to find the first ever episode of ATS Season 1. I'll leave it to you to do your stuff in terms of finding and stalking skills. Maybe stalking skills is not a very good term, right? So that's why we're playing ATS. Why do we start in LA? Well, this is just a little tribute. You guys might have heard the sad news a couple of days, or was it a week back or so, that Kobe Bryant, very famous NBA player, passed away. His helicopter crashed, and he and his daughter, along with 7 other people, I think, passed away because of that crash. And it's just some tragic news. And even though I'm not a basketball fan, it weighs very heavily on me, because the Philippines is known for like its unofficial national sport. It's not really the official national sport, but everybody is into basketball. 99.9% of the people are into basketball. I'm part of the 0.1% who are not. But even so, that means most of my social circles are very heavily affected. Many people idolize Kobe Bryant and his work ethics, and people were just shattered there. Even my brother-in-law he was heavily affected. And even Mrs. Clumsy herself, she's not a basketball fan, but she got so affected because, you know, when you move around in social circles, you tend to get influenced by them. And so we really felt that tragic news, and people started making tributes and everything. And in my own little way, I wanted to do something really small, nothing fancy, but I wanted to honor as much as I could. So we started in LA as a tribute to Kobe Bryant. That's my small contribution. Hope you guys don't mind. Anyway, and the other thing, why are we carrying a tractor? You probably know it if you've been up to date in the channel. I've been very much into farm sim since this past week, so much so that we started our own dedicated server for it. My goodness, look at that view, huh? Natural Lux, and we also have the reshade settings now. This is Natural Lux, which is in closed beta at the moment. This is with the reshade preset by John Doe 6. This is originally designed for ETS2, his reshade preset, but I mean, it still works. So I just copied over the files and put it in ATS instead of ETS2. And since this is reshade, so this is working very fine. So Natural Lux plus reshade, man, looks even better than before. That's Natural Lux. That's with the reshade preset. I love it. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. But yeah, I think it looks much more crisp, right? Without any effect on performance. I also increased the render distance and the mirrors. This is the highest setting now, ultra setting I think. So everything is maxed out. Scaling is at 200% and everything. SMAA is ultra. All the shadows, all the weather settings are ultra or high, as much as high as they could go. And I think we are keeping a 60 FPS thing here. So I locked my frame rate to 60 FPS. Because you guys can only see up to that point anyway. Yeah, so, and I think it's a good combo. Anyway, back to the tractor news. So I'm very much into farm sim, so do expect a lot more farm sim streams, and eventually maybe even a farming series. If you would like to see a farm sim full-blown series, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you prefer it to be single player or multiplayer, or if you want me to start from scratch, or if you want me to continue from the streams that we're having. I think in the beginning I'll continue from the streams, so we don't have to start from scratch again, and we can continue the progression. But yeah, I really enjoy farm sim now. And I realized this, I'm not so keen on the farming itself, as weird as that sounds. I'm not a fan of working the fields. I find it a bit grindy. So oftentimes when I work the fields, I just hire a helper and I let them do their stuff. My goodness, look at that, those clouds, that sky, beautiful. There are times when Natural Lux tends to be a bit contrasty, too bright. But I mean, in this instance, this is as realistic as I have ever seen anything. My goodness, I love it. So yeah. But the reason I like farm sim is not because of the farming itself, it's because of all the other things you can do with it. And with the map that we're currently on, Sussex Farms, I got acquainted into what else you can do. And apparently you can do so much. You can do so much trucking, even in farming. So I've been delivering diesel from the how do you say, diesel repository, whatever that's called, to the fuel stations, delivering it and getting a lot of money from that delivery. So basically I'm trucking in farm sim, and I'm getting water, I'm getting manure, delivering it to the farms and getting money from that one as well. So it's all pretty interesting and cool, and I'm loving it. Let's open the headlights here. Starting to get dark because what time is it anyway? 7:23 in the evening, I think. And you guys probably noticed I removed the snow already because the snow is a bit too bright sometimes, especially with Natural Lux. It's too white. So anyway, so yes, I'm totally addicted with farming. So much so that we bought a dedicated server. We are renting now a dedicated server, and the patrons, the subs, and some of the regulars in the channel have access to it, and we're playing together. And the server is open 24/7, so they can drop by, they can do stuff. And if you want to be part of that, you can be a patron for as low as $1, and you can gain access to it. You can be a sub, a Twitch subscriber. If you have Twitch Prime available, you can subscribe via Twitch, and you should gain access to it as well. Just join the Discord server. Yeah, so you have multiple options, or you can just hang out with us. And if we know you enough, and we feel like we can trust you, then we can make you a regular. So multiple options of joining the server. You can pay for it as low as $1. You can get it for free if you have Twitch Prime, and you can get it for free if you are a loyal follower. If you've been a long time and trustworthy member of the Geek Society. We don't have an official name yet. Still a work in progress. But anyway, so I'm really loving it because of the progression, and working together, having on a multiplayer server, and it's been fun. And I am looking forward to more trucking on the farm with you guys. So stay tuned for the streams and episodes, and let me know if you like to see more of that, okay? Because the last time I did a poll while on stream, voting, and everyone, I think we got a 9-0 vote in favor of more farm sim videos. So that was pretty indicative of what you guys wanted to see. One sec, huh? I think I have a wrong shifter layout here. I just noticed. Not really, I'm just on the wrong gear. My goodness. Because I could be on 8 low and get much better fuel economy than I've been doing the past few minutes. I've been talking so much that I was sacrificing my fuel economy and probably yakking your ears off with how loud that engine was. Please let me pass. Thank you. Man, look at that sunset, huh? Beautiful. Sorry about that noise, guys, but we're here now. We are back. Yeah, I think I was driving too much ETS2 that I assumed that the 6 high was the limit, because oftentimes European trucks have a 12 gear limit. Most of the gearboxes are 12 gears only, not like here in ATS where we have 18 gears. Even fuller most of the time. Slow down. Jake brake. Yes, and just glide along. And speaking of ETS2, we just finished our 20k sub-special convoy. If you guys have seen that, I released the footage yesterday. Thank you guys, everybody. Thank you for joining me, whether you were part of the convoy or whether you were part of the chat or whether you watched it offline and commented. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you for your participation in one way or another. Really appreciate it. We hit 20k subs a couple of weeks back, and it is a huge milestone for me. Never expected to reach 20k, so thank you everybody, and let's keep the community growing. But I don't want just a blind growth, I want it to be an organic growth. I want everybody who joins to really want to be part of that community, this community. And we really are interested in trucking, in farming, in busing, in flying. So if you are interested in any of those, then this might be the channel for you. If you're watching until now, if you started watching since the beginning of the episode and you're still watching until now, then maybe it's time you hit the subscribe button and hit the like and hit the bell icon. Maybe this is the channel for you then. Be part of the club and join us in the Discord server as well, where most of the magic happens. Now the Discord server is pretty sneaky. You might not have known even that we do have a Discord server because I don't advertise it easily. It's not publicly available, but I'll give you a few hints, okay? If you've been watching until now, then that means you're a loyal viewer. Or maybe you just happen to have nothing else better to do and you forgot to stop watching. Just left it in the background. But anyway, so if you want to join the Discord server, there are two ways at the moment. If you have a Twitch account, go to twitch.tv/theclumsygeek and hit subscribe. Nah, just kidding. Just log in with your Twitch account, go to twitch.tv/theclumsygeek and type !Discord. Nightbot is there waiting for you, and he will give you the link, and then you can join and be part of the fun. If you do not have a Twitch account, you can email me, theclumsygeek@gmail.com. Just let me know that you want to join the Discord server, and I'll give you the link myself. It's a bit manual, but that way we get more, quality members. So they don't just click randomly and get in. I know that there is really an interest to join. A little bit of effort goes a long way in my books. So see you there. And if you subscribe or become a patron or anything like that, then you should also get it, because I will give it to you normally. Yeah? So anyway, sorry for all the shameless plug, but I really want to tell everyone about it because I'm so excited about these things. And yeah, I'm happy to be back farming again, and farming with you guys especially. So looking forward to more stuff with you. And of course the trucking will not stop. That's why we are trucking now. After this recording, I will record one more episode, a silent trucking episode maybe, because I will be featuring EVR's new next-gen Scania sounds. His, I think it's R450 or something like that, but it's a Euro 6 engine now, because previously, oh crap, don't shift gears, don't let go of the pedal, you can make it, there you go. Previously, when EVR recorded his next-gen sounds, it was with a Euro 5 engine, and it was a bit more rough. Like, everything was crisp, but the Euro 5 sound itself was more on the raw side, I would say. With Euro 6, that should be more refined, at least that's what I expect. Although he did let me know, so he emailed me and gave me a copy. Thanks a lot for that, Vasily. And he told me that European trucks are very quiet in reality. So even though I am very keen, I very much prefer loud engines, in reality they're not really like that. And it makes sense, and I know that, and I understand that. I actually get a couple of comments from time to time saying, the sounds are too loud. And maybe this is too loud, right? And that might be true, but I mean, virtual trucking, I just prefer it louder. In reality, I wouldn't prefer it this loud because I would grow deaf, but in virtual trucking, I want to hear the oomph, It feels like you are really hauling something massive and powerful. Wrong angle, let me reposition that. I think it's better if I go around. Reorient myself. Okay, that was not what I was hoping for. What hit? That's weird. What am I hitting? An invisible wall, maybe? I'm not jackknifing, am I? Doesn't seem like it. There was an invisible wall here, I think. That's weird. That is so weird. Okay, let's try to move away from that then, at the risk of jackknifing this one. Okay. So maybe there was a car there or something. Weird. Okay, anyway, let's let that go. And of course, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the EVR sound. So yes, That's why EVR sounds are not very loud, because they are very realistic. But if you're a guy like me who prefers the louder volume, then it's easy to adjust, right? Because we just put in S interior volume, change it to 2 or sometimes even 3, and we get the loudness we want. But in this way, I agree with EVR's approach. Make it realistic. So volume 1 is the realistic volume, which is very soft, very muted, especially when inside the cab. And if people want a louder volume like I do, then you can always just adjust it. Wow, this guy does not want to turn. Here we go. Almost haven't gotten used to driving American trailers again, because they are much more, well, much less maneuverable. Let's go with that. That should be good enough. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this short and hopefully sweet video. I surely enjoyed talking with you guys. A couple of things I wanted to share, and now I have, and I'm loving it. Oh, my legs hurt. I think it's with all the farming. Alright, there we go. 234 miles. Easy peasy. No damage on the trailer. No damage on the cargo. Level 55. Congrats everybody. And happy birthday again, ATS. Thank you for all you've done for us. And looking forward to more birthdays with you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, comment and share with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Thanks. Have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.